Last year, I traveled to Printify headquarters to attend their Amplified event. I got to sit down while I was there with Printify co-founder James Bertigans, and honestly, what a lot of people don't know is that Printify was founded in 2015. And yes, they allow us to sell hundreds of different print-on-demand products, but they don't actually print anything themselves. They have their main office in Riga, Latvia. They have over 500 employees, and what their software does is it connects us to print providers all over the world. That way we can sell print-on-demand products. Right now, there's over 10 million people that use Printify, and according to their YouTube channel, their users have made about $161 million in profit. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some features that you might not have known about within the Printify app. I'm also then going to show you all of the basics about Printify so that way you can start using them. If you want help actually setting Printify up, I do have a free course. It's called POD for Dummies, and there's a link down in the description. To start, we're going to reference this post that Printify made last week on their Instagram account. You can see that she's talking about something that they're releasing that's going to help us as sellers. It's called the Profit Predictor. If you haven't seen this, the Profit Predictor is basically something that Printify has come out with to help us make more sales. It says on here that they have fed the data from millions of orders into their supercomputer, so that way we know the best products to be selling right now. They have something called a stat pack, which I will show you in a moment, that you can get for free. As you scroll through this page, it talks about how right now it's 4th of July selling season. As I am making this video, it is May 31st. If you continue to scroll down, it shows what they are going to be coming with next. It shows back to school right here. So depending on when you're watching this video, it might say something different. This here is what the stat pack looks like. It's basically giving us some good insights to the 4th of July holiday, as well as some different products that you could list on your store. It also includes information about other things that are happening right now, such as Father's Day, besides just the July 4th holiday. And ultimately, if you're looking for products to sell or people to sell to, downloading the stat pack could be a great start. And you can get it by going to printify.com/profit predictor. The second thing we're going to talk about is something called the niche generator. You'll see here inside of the Printify dashboard, they have an AI-powered niche generator that you can use to stand out from the competition and build a customer base with the help of AI. Basically, when we click into it, this is what the niche generator looks like. It's basically someone named Pixie, who is an AI chatbot who's going to help us find a niche. It says here that we should enter one interest at a time, so that way we can get some feedback from the AI chatbot about our actual niche. For the sake of this video, I'm going to type in one of the niches that I have sold a lot to. I'm just going to type in military veterans and see what it says. You can see here it is now typing back to me. This is obviously new. You can see at the top it says that it is in beta. I think if you are someone that is brand new to POD, using something like this is likely going to be something that could be quite helpful. If you have been doing print on demand for a while and you've had some success, maybe using a generator like this is maybe something that won't be that helpful. What I mean by that is the information that it gave us here is not necessarily something that I feel like is something I've never thought of before. It has some details about the target market, talks a little bit about the customer focus. The key though, I think probably the most valuable insight is the fact that I should be offering personalized products with this, so that way I can set my store apart. You can see that it mentioned that in the bottom bullet. We then have the option to say, yep, I'll choose this niche, or we could try a new prompt. To demonstrate this again, I'm just going to type in something a little bit more broad like mom, and we will see what Pixie actually says. One of the key things that I think it said in here is that by offering different quotes that resonate with moms or giving them the ability to personalize products again with their child's names or birth dates, the store can stand out from generic mom-themed products. One thing I wish that it mentioned was that by layering in other niches such as like sports or the military and things like that, basically creating like a sports mom themed design instead of just a generic mom themed design would be a good idea. But ultimately right now it is in beta, so maybe at some point that would happen. The next thing I want to talk about is something called Printify Connect. This is something that is compatible if you have a standalone store, such as a store on Shopify. At this point, if you are selling on Etsy or eBay or anywhere else that is not a standalone store, unfortunately it is not compatible with Printify Connect. As I said at the beginning of the video, I do have a free print-on-demand course. It's called POD for Dummies. Inside are over 30 videos showing you how to build out a Shopify store and sell products on social media. There is a link down in the description, and it is completely free to access. Basically, what Printify Connect is it's something that saves us time as sellers by letting Printify basically handle the customer service with our store. It lets customers basically report issues directly to the Printify support team. You can see here they go through the process a little bit. It basically says when an order is delivered, they're going to to automatically send an unbranded email asking your customer to rate their order. There will also be an option in there for a customer to report an issue directly to the support team and get a replacement sent or a refund. The key here is that this is not going to contain any reference to Printify. It's going to look like it is from your store. Further down, it says that if a reprint or a refund has been approved, that Printify will send us as sellers an email. Right here is basically what one of those emails look like. Basically, Printify is giving you a heads up about what happened with the order. The one key thing here is that Printify Connect is a free add-on to the Printify Premium subscription, meaning if you are just on the Printify app as a seller and you don't have a premium account, you won't be able to use Printify Connect. If you don't know what Printify Premium is, it's basically a premium option that's billed either monthly or yearly. It costs $29 a month on the monthly plan. The yearly option costs $24.99 per month. Basically, what it allows you to get is a 20% discount on all products, and it allows you to have order management through the Printify Connect option. If you want to get a free month of Printify Premium, you can use my code. It's NINJA50, NINJA50, and that will give you a free month of Premium Printify. One reason why I have always opted for Premium is because of that 20% discount. Let's say that I was selling this all over printed hoodie here. This is a product I've sold a lot of. I've made videos on my channel showing product samples and things like that. Basically a really cool product because your design is printed all over the entire thing. What you'll notice though, if we scroll down here, is that if you don't have a Printify Premium account, it's going to cost you $49.96. With Printify Premium, it costs just $38.47, which ultimately allows me as a seller to price it more competitively or make more profits. If you're just getting started and you wanted to use Printify Premium, I think that would be a good thing because you're saving money on the sales that you're going to make. It's also going to let you right away be more competitive with your pricing. And then if you're selling a product like what I just showed you, you will only need a few sales per month to actually pay for the Printify Premium subscription. The next thing I want to talk about is a big game changer within the world of print on demand. It's something I learned a lot about at the Printify event back in September at their headquarters in Latvia. This is something that Printify calls AIQC, basically AI quality control. It is a way that they are scanning each product that gets printed by one of their printers for specific products only to ensure that it is up to quality standards. Basically, this AI quality control is checking for high quality prints to make sure also that they are placed correctly on the garments or to identify any issues, whether it's the wrong design or something like that. Basically, what they're doing is they are now using the power of AI to quality check every single one of their products that is printed. Again, this is only available on specific products within the Printify catalog. As I was making this video, I could not find a comprehensive list of which ones this applies to, but ultimately I think as time goes on, this will roll out to the majority of their catalog. Next up is something called branding inserts. These are basically some sort of a thank you note that we can create within Printify. This was something I got to see when I went to their headquarters. It's also something I've used in my own business to share additional discount codes or even links to social media profiles. Basically, this is what it looks like right here. You can see that you can design a postcard that will go inside of one of your orders to your customers. These are not free. They do cost about 10 cents or 15 cents depending on if you have a premium subscription or not. But in my experience, it is a great way to build a long-term brand by connecting with your customers in this way. In order to see which products are actually eligible for these inserts, you can add it as a filter option when you are looking through Printify's catalog. The next feature we're going to talk about is called order routing. Basically, this is something that Printify will do automatically if you have the setting enabled. Basically, what this allows us to do is avoid losing sales if there is some sort of a stock issue. Basically, if your print provider that you're using inside of Printify cannot fulfill part of the order, it will be automatically routed to an alternative provider within Printify. It can also help you decrease your shipping costs because it will sort of automatically send things to a single print provider if your order has more than one item in it. They also will do things based on the country where your customer is at. By default, order routing is going to be off inside of your account, but you can simply turn it on with the click of a button. Everything I've shown you so far is some of the features that you may not have known about that are actually pretty cool. What I want to spend some time doing now is maybe showing you some of the most basic stuff within the Printify app, so that way if you wanted to use them, you would be able to do so. To get started with the Printify app, obviously you will have to choose a product. They have over 1,000 different items in here. I mentioned earlier that they do source products from all over the world. They don't actually print things themselves. A lot of people think this is a negative thing. I actually think this is a huge win for Printify. It allows them to allow us as sellers to offer a ton of different variety. If Printify was printing everything here supplier inside of their catalog themselves, they would ultimately need the machinery to actually produce all of these items for us. The fact that they are just connecting us to various print providers is a major plus. On their print provider page, you can see a list of everybody that they connect us to. Some of these companies actually have their own standalone print-on-demand app, so if there was one that you wanted to use and you wanted to sell with them directly, you definitely could. But like I said, one of the benefits of using Printify is, let's say that there was a product that was from Awkward Styles and also ArtSad that you wanted to sell. Instead of using two different suppliers, you could just use the Printify app and everything would be in one spot. To install their app and get access to their product catalog here, you need to just go to the Shopify App Store if you are on Shopify. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I do have a free course demonstrating how to do this. There's a link down in the description. Once you select a product, you can read the price. It also shows the Printify premium price as well. It tells you where you can actually print on the item. It also shows you the colors that are available in that product. As you scroll down, you will see lots of different providers that are available with this item. When you are actually searching for the products, you could also sort it by country as well in case you lived somewhere else, or if you wanted to sell to a specific spot, you could choose a supplier through Printify that is located in the country that you are trying to sell to. Here on my channel, I have reviewed lots of different products from Printify. I've ordered a lot of samples over the years, and I try to show a lot of different things here on my channel. Inside of their product catalog, they have tons of different categories here, and ultimately there is a lot for you to go through, and I definitely would, because there could be something great for your niche here. Let's say, for example, we wanted to start designing for this product here. We would scroll down and we would click on the green Start Designing button with the provider that we are looking to use. What this is going to do is it's going to allow us to create a design and publish it to our store, which will be tied to whatever provider we click Start Designing on. Once you click Start Designing, you can use Printify's integrated designer tool. They have a lot of different things that you can do in here. You can actually pull things directly from Shutterstock. You could also select pre-made graphics in here. These are all editable as well. You could also use their text tool to just choose a font and begin typing directly in your design, sort of like this. You can see that the text I just made, though, goes outside of the print area. That is this rectangle here. And ultimately, if I published a design like this, the text in my design would get cut off. It does tell you over here how big the print area size should be. You can see for this specific product, it's 4200 by 2799. So if you wanted to create your own design in a different graphic design software, you could. You would just want to make sure that it is that size when you upload it. You can upload any designs you have on your computer by clicking this upload button here. One thing though that a lot of people don't know is that Printify actually has templates available for us to download and use to make our designs. Let's say that you were selling some AOP clothing with Printify. AOP basically means that the design is printed all over the product. You can see here with this t-shirt, for example, that your design is not simply just placed on the chest. You can actually design for the entire shirt. If I click in here and then I scroll down to the Start Designing section, you will see that I have a little bit of a different look here. I have a tab for the front side, I have a tab for the back side, I have a tab for the sleeves, the left sleeve as well, the collar, and then a all options view. Basically what we're doing is we're creating a design on this template here, and then Printify is going to produce this for us. The way that an all over printed design is made is they will actually print each one of these sections separately using the design file that we use for that specific spot, and then they will sew them together. That is how we get that all over printed look. We design one piece at a time, and then Printify will assemble it for us. And again, when I say Printify will assemble it for us, I mean the actual supplier here, which is called Miami Sublimination. For this specific product, will print it and supply it for us. One thing they also have in here is a design template. Once you download that, you will see a couple of different things. There are a couple of Adobe Photoshop files in here with the PSD. There's also an Illustrator file as well. If you click into the PNG folder, you will see each individual product template. If I scroll through them, you can see this one here is for the back. Everything within the green area is what is called a safe area. Everything outside of the green area is not a safe area. Any key design elements like text should be kept on the inside. You can see there's a back one here. There is a collar, there's a front, and a right sleeve as well. Inside of Printify, you would basically just upload them one by one to create the all over printed item. And like I said, Printify has tons of different all over printed items. These are typically the types of things that I like to sell when it comes to apparel, but ultimately, like I said, you should probably go through their catalog because they have over 1,000 items. And ultimately, I hope this video has been helpful. The primary goal for me with this video was to show you some things that you may not have known actually existed within the Printify app. We talked about things like Printify Premium them and how you can save 20% on every single one of your orders, as well as get access to the Printify Connect feature. We talked about AI quality control and order routing. We talked about branding inserts and some of the different AI features such as the niche generator that Printify has. We also talked about the new profit predictor. Again, you can get one of those by going to printify.com/profit predictor. And ultimately, as time goes on, I think that will be a pretty cool tool. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Did you learn something today, or is everything that I showed today basically stuff you already know? Either way, let me know. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.